All right. Lambo's World of Sports is a Thursday evening. Like I said, an hour away from Thursday Night Football, featuring the Big Brother actually on the 43rd episode, which is an accomplishment, by the way. But also, Topo Nation, you got to tell him happy birthday on Monday because he might forget to be on this show. He might take a vacation, and he might somewhat dip out on me on his birthday. So I don't know. I have to be prepared for all circumstances. But we need to talk about Sunday. One of the I think it's one. The Buffalo Bills versus the Washington Commanders. Now, the Washington Commanders are surprisingly undefeated. Yes, surprisingly undefeated. And then you have the Buffalo Bills, who made a statement at home against the Raiders, 38-10, great dominance. Josh Allen had basically no turnovers. He had 4 touchdowns. This is a good game to watch. Eric Benenimy has really turned around that offense as of now. I'm not going to put too much hype on it because, like I said, it's only 2 games. So I don't want to hype this man up and whatnot. And, I'm not saying he's not a good offensive coordinator, but, people go 2-0. Now, they come back from 18-point deficit against the Denver Broncos on the road, which is very rare. Now, I understand the Denver Broncos choke, but it's hard to come back from 18 points after being down 21-3, and then you win 35-33. Now, stop on a 2-point conversion. Who's going to win this game and why? I want to take the upset. I'm going to go ahead and take Washington to win this one.
All right. Well, I'm taking Buffalo, so we've got competition right off the bat. I like it. The Bills secondary has looked really good so far, and that's the strong point of the Washington offense. Both of their running backs are under 4 yards a carry right now. So it's not like they're burnt. Like, they've had good plays, Brian Robinson in particular, but they're not tearing up the field or anything like that. The Washington defense is good as well, though. They're tied for the most sacks in the league with the Cowboys, which I didn't know until I, was doing research. They're +1 in the turnover differential, which is the same as the Buffalo squad. But, I don't know. Like, when games are close like this statistically, I'm always going to lean towards who's got the better quarterback. And that's definitely still Josh Allen over Sam Howell, who looks good so far. Like, he looks like he's going to be a good player in this league for a while. But I don't think it outweighs the impact that Josh brings to his side of the ball. So I'm going to go with Buffalo in this one, 28-21. So I do think it'll be competitive, but I'm not going to go against Josh.
Oh, you might be right about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, to all you Commander fans, now Washington Redskin fans, I understand you've been through some pain. I understand that Ron Rivera's job is on the line. I understand that Magic Johnson has put some money into the Commanders. I understand they have a new owner. I understand that Kevin Durant has put a little bit of money into the Washington Commanders. So they're going to keep winning. But, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a head coach calling defensive plays, I'm not saying that it can't be done. But it's very difficult because you have other responsibilities. Just like Dennis Allen on Monday Night Football, he calls the defense. He doesn't really have a defense coordinator. He may have, but he's the one calling the shots. Now, a head coach, you have to organize everything from top to bottom. Sean McDermott calling the plays. They have, I think, Ken Dorsey as the OC, I think, who replaced, was it Brian Daboll 2 years ago. So you have a different OC who was currently the quarterback's coach. So it's not the same chemistry. Now, I'm not doubting Josh Allen at all. He has great talent. I'm not doubting Stephon Diggs. He's great as well. But what about the other guys? All right. What about Gabe Davis? I mean, is he going to get, his touches as well? Is he going to have that 4 touchdown game like he had 2 years ago in the playoffs against the Kansas City Chiefs on the road? Are we going to see this Gabe Davis? I mean, other wide receivers have to step up. I think the run game for the Bills is not as strong. I understand they ran the ball. Go ahead.
I think they've turned the running game into something they can actually lean on this year, and it doesn't have to be all pass. Last week was definitely the breakout week for James Cook with his first game over 100. But the week before, he still had like 75. And that was a defensive dominated game against the Jets. So, I mean, the running game against the Jets wasn't bad considering how good that D line is. And, James Cook having like 75 yards. And, Josh adds another 25 by himself. And then they've got, I'm forgetting his name right now, but their second string back is also getting like just under 4 a carry. So like I think based on years past, they've kind of flipped because like the past couple of years, they haven't done anything in the run game, like at all. But this year, like they're actually doing at least something that they can lean on during the game.
Well, I mean, that's like I said, we're week 3 of the NFL, so it's only 2 games. So yeah. you can be consistent, but long term, I don't trust the run game long term. Right now, it's great. By the way, the Raiders don't have a good defensive line at all to even stop the run. It's not good. It's not good at all. Not to bash him. The Jets, great defense. The Jets had to stop everything, the pass and the run. It was a great game just with the 4 turnovers. But long term, I don't trust the run game. Now with the Commanders, they bring some special stuff. You got Terry McLaurin, great. Sam Howell is commanding in the offense. He's not turning the ball over, except that, his little turnovers here and there. But I think Sam Howell has more command in the offense, and I think Eric Benenimy is setting everybody straight. Everybody straight, especially that O-line. The O-line with the Washington Commanders has improved. There's been some struggles in the past. I think their defense does a great job. I think Chase Young should be playing this week, by the way. He should be playing. So Chase Young will be back, I think, for the first time in like two years. It's been a very, very long time.
Last week.
You played last week?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't even heard of him. My bad. We played last week, but I think the second game he's played in like, I don't know, 2 years. It's been so long. It's been so long. I'm glad Chase Young is back on the field. But, yeah, I think it comes down to the Commanders' defensive line. I think with Chase Young being back in the second game, he'll definitely step up. Buffalo Bills, this is a tough road game. I think it's at the Commanders. If I'm correct, if I'm not, please correct me. But it's a tough game. It's not easy. The Washington Commanders are a different team. I have confidence in them. Josh Allen is definitely a better quarterback than Sam Howell, but I'm not going to see from Sam Howell here. And like I said, this NFL, there's some upsets last week. I think this one is going to trend to the upset. That's why I'm going to in the NFC East at all. But the Washington Commanders have something to prove, and I think long term they could be better than the New York Giants.
Yeah, I think they'll be in that wild card spot instead of the Giants this year.
That will be a hot take weeks down the road. So this is it for Lambo's Water Sports. The next episode we'll get into is a Sunday night football game that is a must watch. We have those Steelers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Steelers, they won. The Raiders are coming off a loss. Is Jimmy G trying to figure out this Josh McDaniels Patriots offense? Is Josh McDaniels' job on the line? Will Tom Brady come back? By the way, the reason why I said that because he does have a minority share with the Raiders, so he could be in attendance. Or will the Steelers fire Matt Canada, their offensive coordinator? So that's the next episode of Lambo's Water Sports. We will catch you in the next 5 minutes for the preview of Sunday night